Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this magnificent makeup that my pets chose. So my 2 dogs and my cat. I have 2 cats, but one was outside during the recording of this video. Let's go if you want to see me recreate this fantastic look. This makeup is going to be a disaster. Okay, so my dogs and cats picked my makeup today. So my dogs picked that I can use a face primer. So the only face primer I have is the TATCHA. What? Okay, how is that possible that this is like I hit the pen on this? How is this possible? This is jokes, man. I think I put too much.
Pick one.
As I previously said, this makeup is going to be a disaster because there's so many products that I am not able to use. So it is going to be very funny. Like for instance, they chose that I could use foundation, but no concealer. So this should be fun. For foundation, I'm using as always the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to be using 2 pumps because since I don't have any concealer, we're going to try to build that up on my face. Hopefully it's a medium coverage and it's buildable so that I can kind of remove my dark circles, pimples, or redness on my face. Since I don't have any concealer, thanks to my dog. So first I am just putting down the base, like the first layer of foundation that I would normally put down.
For blush, liquid or powder? No, pick one. Saika, look here. Which one? Pick one. Okay, I can use both.
They picked the liquid blush. There should be enough. So I will be putting that blush down. Wow, I forgot how shiny. Okay, now since I don't have concealer, I will use the foundation again as concealer. I'm just putting a little bit on my concealer brush and I will be applying that where I would the concealer. I might need a few coats of this because... Okay, it did nothing. So we're going to repeat the process. So a bit more foundation. And then I'm also going to go on the upper lid. Does this work? Kind of. I can work with that. And then I would usually use concealer, but for this it's foundation. Here in the creases of my nose, on my little imperfections. Does not look too bad.
Wait. This one or this one? Pick one. Pick one. Come on. Pick. This one or this one?
Now for powder, they picked the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Finish, the pressed powder. And as always, I will be using a puff. My face will be very monotone. My face looks pretty dull. But you know what? That's okay.
Pick one.
I can use some setting spray. So I can use the Airbrush Flawless. So As always, I always use a coat of setting spray before I go on to the eyes.
And then for brows, can I use both?
Before I go into eyeshadow, I will do my brows. So my pet picked that I can use the Anastasia, so the pencil and the brow gel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera.
Eye base or no eye base? No eye base, okay. For the palettes, this one or this one? Come on, pick one. Which one? No, pick one. This one or this one? Come on, pick one. Come on. This one or this one?
Okay, now that brows are done, I will go ahead and use eyeshadow. So my dogs picked the JUVIA'S Place Culture 2 palette, which looks like this. I have no idea what color I'm gonna use, especially since I have no eye primer, no concealer. So this is really the test to see how this palette is going to look.
3 days later.
So before I start, I will use my concealer foundation brush and I will blend foundation line that I have on my eyes. And I guess that's what we're working with. I will start with the Cheeky and I will go from there. So as always, I start my shape by the outer corner. That's just how I go. And then I try to use the lower lash line as a guide to how I want my shape to start. I know this looks weird to start like this. That's how we roll in the jungle. That was very embarrassing. It's a very pretty color. And so this always kind of defines my shape that I want to work with later on. It's a very underestimated palette as well. Like, I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about it. Or at least maybe not the people I watch. But I think it's a shame because it's a really pretty palette and there's tons you can do actually. If you like colors, of course. This is where you see the shadows are very pigmented and very high quality because no base on, just foundation and liquid blush. And this is how it turns out. This is how it blends. I will go into Soweto. It's like a neutral kind of brown. And then as you can see, I'm really staying on the upwards part of my lid because this part of the lid no one can see when my eyes are open. This is a really good transition shade. Then I will take Asobi, I think that's how it's called, in the inner corner like this and then build that up and then I will blend that up towards the brow. There is no fallout. This is pretty crazy. The transition shade is not looking so good with this purple, so I will try to switch it up. I don't really like this Soweto shade that I put down. I'm going with Yanga, which is this kind of blushy pink. Oh yes, that looks a bit better to blend with the purple. And then taking the Cheeky again to darken that crease again. The trick with eyeshadows is to go back and forth. So once you decide where you want to place your shadows, in order to have a nice blending, you have to go back in the lighter colors, darker colors, again and again and again until you are satisfied with the result. Okay, before adding the sparkles on top, I want to do the lower lash line. Should do something like green or yellow. Oh, yellow would be nice because yellow is the contrary. But will it look good? That is the question. Okay, I changed my mind. I will take Yanga for the lower inner corner, like so. Again, these shadows are very good because there is no base and my lower lash line is pretty powdered. I'm going to be taking Palm Kennel, which is this kind of beige, looks like my skin tone, and I will blend all around the edges of my makeup. I feel like this is just the final touch to really blend the makeup in the skin. I really like to do that at the end. Okay, now we can add shimmers, but there's so much to choose from. Okay, there. Oh, this one is duochrome. Wow, I think. Because on my hand it looks blue. So this is Joe's, Chua, and Batik. They all look super nice. I don't know. I have no clue what to put on these eyes.
The next day.
These two might make a good combination. Are the duochromes. So we have Jolov and Joe's. It's always so hard for me to pick my eyeshadows when I have a very rainbowy colors because I just want to use all of them. And for the inner corner, I said Joe's. Nikki Tutorials would cry. It's very green, but I think that's the point. Because makeup is fun. Makeup should be fun. Okay, for shadows we're done. I have a brown Khol. So we're going to be applying that in my upper waterline as always. And then I always put some in the outer bottom waterline. And then what I will do is I will kind of blend that with the shadow.
Can I use mascara or not? She said no. Pick one. Eyeliner. Okay, the black one.
And I have some black eyeliner and no mascara. I will start by drawing a fine line of eyeliner. I think this is enough eyeliner because I don't like eyeliner. They look pretty similar.
And for lashes, is there one you like better? Pick one. This one? This one? None. Okay.
No mascara, no lashes. This feels very weird.
Can I use bronzer or not? Okay, yes.
Now I can use bronzer and blush. So we're going to make the most of it. So bronzer, as always, it's the Milk Chocolate Soleil. We're going to try to add a bit of dimension to this face that has none since I have no concealer. And then blush, so the Tarte Exposed. I like to put some blush on my chin now because of the green makeup.
Can I use this one? Or not? Okay, that's enough. Can I use it? No.
There's no highlighter. But maybe I can trick, because since I have the eyeshadow palette, maybe I can pick some highlighter for that. I know, it's cheating. I just want a teeny tiny bit. So I think I will go into Bantu. Just the tiniest bit. Like this. I don't think you can ever even see it. It's just that I have something because I feel very weird with no highlighter.
No gloss.
Last but not least, lips. I was only allowed to use a lip pencil. I picked the Rivendell Glamlite because I thought it would look nice with the gloss. I am not able to use any gloss, and that color is a pretty dark purple. I will try to do an ombre lips. I will just color the inside of my lips, and then I will blend that towards the outside. Wow, these look interesting. Does this look nice to you? Because not to me. I hate these lips. It looks like I have a hickey on my lips. Okay, and again, since I don't have gloss, I will be using the same shade I used for my highlighter. So it's the shade Bantu. Does it look like something's happening? They kind of look better. To finish, a coat of setting spray. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this fun little video. It kind of changes from what I usually do, but I thought it was super fun. I might do another one. Please tell me in the comments down below if you like this video or what other videos you want me to do. Thank you for staying till the end and watching this. Bye bye!